Hello everyone, SciTech here. I thought I would do a playthrough of Darkstar 1. It's been a long time since I played this game, and it's been out for a very, very long time. uh, and I thought I'd just do a playthrough series. I'll do about an hour or so a night on this, and we'll try and get through it over the course of the next couple weeks. Do a little bit longer streams on the weekend maybe, but thought we'd go ahead and give this a shot here, and hopefully you guys are entertained by it. I know I like this game, so hopefully it'll do well and you guys will like it. Alright, let's do a new game. Watch a cinematic here. I'll just be quiet while the cinematic plays.
Great. Why do we have to drop out of hyperspace here of all places?
Be glad we landed in an uninhabited system. At least there aren't any patrols here to bother us.
And? Can you get the drive going again?
Patience. Think about our cargo. If I fire the impulse drive too hard now, it'll knock our socks off.
We shouldn't have stolen the containers. The stuff is too dangerous.
Wait up! What's that? I don't think we're alone.
Could be some sort of hyperspace gate.
Just much bigger. They're coming straight at us!
I've never seen ships like that.
Hey, what are they doing? Ah!
My problem, I'll handle it. Ah, Chiron. Good that you're here.
Hi, Robert. Is it okay?
No problem. Come in.
Hey, did you see that ship that just came in? Man, what a machine. I wish someday I could...
Damn. Yes, I saw it.
You sent for me, sir?
Yes, of course, I did. Simrob Security Services congratulates you on completing your training. You have shown extraordinary talent, and you now have the privilege of calling yourself an escort pilot with pride. At ease. Your father would be proud of you, Chiron.
Yeah, I wish he were here.
Me too, believe me. Well. Look here. This is one of the first models of the new Darkstar, a technically advanced long-range fighter.
That was the ship.
It's the best ship in the whole sector.
Wow.
The Darkstar has an intelligent upgrade system which can integrate equipment from any technological base into the ship's systems. Besides that, you're literally able to expand your ship when you have enough experience. Weapon mounts, improved hull, stronger engines, everything can be upgraded, yeah? However you like.
Amazing.
Your father wanted you to have the ship when you'd finished your training. I have had you released from all other assignments, so use the time to do the training sessions and become familiar with the ship.
When can I get started?
As far as I'm concerned right now. You can access the missions from the terminals. Hey, but you know how that works. And don't scratch the paint, do you hear?
I'll try my best.
Alright, so after an interesting dialogue, we've got this new ship notification. So, upon your recent qualification as an escort pilot, Robert presented you with a gift from your late father. The gift is a new type of long-range fighter. Familiarize yourself with this station and complete some assignments from the terminal. Robert has suggested that you should concentrate on the training missions to begin with. Alright, so we'll go ahead and take on our first training mission. You can see these say training part 3, part 2, part 1. So we're going to pick part 1. We're going to go ahead and accept the mission. And before we head out, let's cover some of these tabs. So this is how you leave the station. Equipment is where you'll go to manage your equipment on your ship. So this is the shop and this is your ship. So you can see what you have equipped in all of your various areas of your ship. Trade is where you can do your trade and merchant, like if you pick up any materials or you decide you want to be a trader and you want to do trade runs. This is where you go to like purchase and sell goods, and the meters on the left here tell you whether it's good or bad pricing, so on and so forth, right? So the higher the green, the better the price. The more red, the worse price, right? So in this system, obviously they sell medicine at a great price. So that's trade. Terminals where you go to accept missions. We just covered that when we accepted our training mission. Various missions will show up here. Right now we're in the intro, so it's going to just have the training missions. And panoramic just lets you look outside. If you hear the thing come over the loudspeaker and say 8-ton cargo ship inbound or something, you can flip over here and take a look at it coming into the station. So we're going to go ahead and leave and kick off this mission. Obviously it still says prologue at the top because it's kind of your intro tutorial, if you will.
Hi, Kayron. I'm Aram. Robert told me to help get you started with the Darkstar 1 controls. Let's begin with something simple. You can turn the ship and look around by using your mouse. The keys W, A, S, D control your thrusters. In order to adjust your basic propulsion, that is, the velocity of your ship, use your mouse wheel.
Okay, so here is like your basic ship controls, right? So W is your afterburner, S is reverse thrust, A is strafe left, D is strafe right. X aligns your ship to the X-axis, so if you get turned around or upside down or whatever, you can hit X to realign yourself to the universe on the X-axis. Z and C will roll you left and right. Numpad, accelerate, and brake, but I just use the wheel, the mouse wheel, so, you know, scroll up on the mouse wheel, you accelerate, scroll down on the mouse wheel, you brake, right? Then F1 for help.
And of course, I will now mark a practiced route. Just follow me.
So we're going to have a little fun here flying through some circles. The controls are actually, I like the controls in this game. Now I believe in the options you can invert, if I remember correctly. You can use a joystick if you have it. I guess there is no invert. I thought there was an invert, but I guess there isn't. So you move the mouse down to go down, move it up to go up, move it left to go left, move it right to go right.
Terran freighter in unloading position.
We're gonna fly through these circles here. Whoa! Woo.
Great.
Almost collided with him. That was crazy.
Off to the next waypoint.
I have my sensitivity up a little bit. I might want to play around with that a little bit, but I'll just try and complete through this tutorial here.
You're almost done with your practice round.
It's been a really long time since I played this game, so I'm kind of looking forward to doing this playthrough.
That was brilliant.
Come to a
See?
stop here.
Flying the
Using my mouse
Darkstar
wheel
1
to
is
brake.
just as easy as controlling the ships you were used to before.
You can see my
Let's move on to your
acceleration
next
percentage
lesson.
here.
Approach to a distance of 1.0 units, and then follow me.
Okay, so he wants us to get to 1.0 units on him. There we go. Now he's gonna fly and we're gonna follow him. Gonna try and get myself level with him. Get myself up to 100%. I've got everything turned way up on the graphics right now, so and this is as good as it gets. Again, keep in mind how old this game is. I think it was really, really good for when it came out, for how old it is.
Kayron, by the meteorite over there is an obsolete communication satellite. We will now dispose of this space junk. Verification sequence. Important mission objects will be displayed on the left side of your cockpit. Pressing and holding the space key will toggle from crosshairs to mouse cursor. This will enable you to select the mission object with your mouse. Alternatively, you can open the object list by pressing the button in your cockpit and select a target from that list. Select the satellite now. If you do everything correctly, it will appear in the display of your target computer at the bottom left.
Okay, so he's just given us a little bit of instruction. So basically in this game, when you hit spacebar, it locks. Notice I turns to a cursor and I can move around my screen, interact with my icons and stuff. He was talking about hitting this for targeting. You can either click on this over here as it shows up, but it won't always show up over here. So what I tend to do is just press T, and you gotta press and hold it, because if you just hit it, it's gonna fly open and fly closed. So you press and hold T, and it brings up all targets within your radar and vicinity, right? So he wants me to target the satellite, which is a communication satellite, which is right here. So I just click on it to target it.
Satellite and shoot it down.
He wants me to approach it and shoot it down.
With the left mouse button.
So primary weapon fires with left mouse
button. It will appear as soon as you're within firing range of the target.
And when he means targeting guide, he's gonna talk about this that thing right there. That's square X, square with an X around it.
Apparently, the satellite is protected by an old sentry platform. Eliminate both. That was not bad. I didn't think there was that much explosive junk in that field. I would have liked to have helped you, but my training ship is unarmed.
Sure, it's unarmed. You just want to be lazy, right?
Return to my ship and we'll head back to the station. Hang on. What's that? 2 pirate ships have appeared on my radar.
Say your last prayer, you worms.
Alright, so you press R to target the closest enemy.
I don't have any weapons.
I'm coming. Alright, so here's what he's basically trying to tell you for combat controls, for at least targeting. So you're going to press E to target. We'll just cycle through the targets available, friendly and non-friendly. R will target your closest enemy. T is going to open that target list I talked about earlier. Y will assist target. So like if I targeted RM and I hit Y to assist, I'd fly over by him and assist him in his fighting, target his target, that kind of thing. And then K is your radio communications to talk to whoever you have targeted. In this case, we're just going to do R for closest enemy, and we're going to go fight these guys. First real enemy that isn't... Okay, so here's my targeting reticle, and...
This is your end.
Now, you want to try and keep that targeting reticle where you're firing. So it will lead you, it will help you lead your target, see how far ahead of the target it is. It's helping me lead the target and hit him, even though he's flying.
Thank you,
so there we go.
Without you, those pirates would have torn me to pieces. Let's return to the trade station.
So I just hit X to realign myself.
I will mark a waypoint. Follow me.
He's giving me a waypoint, so we're gonna go. Realign to target. Okay, so that wasn't too bad, but those enemies were really easy. I mean, you got to think about how old this game is. I mean, the artificial intelligence and basically how the game reacts to my controls in flight is somewhat simplistic. It definitely gets a little harder the further you go in the game, for sure. But, I mean, it's not near modern space sim flight games that are around today, right? But I think it's good enough, and it's fun to play, and it's not overly difficult. It may at times just be when you start getting the kind of build I'm going to do in this playthrough,
Confirmed.
which is turret based.
Turn freighter over.
It starts to get really, really easy.
I'm on my way.
So there's some downsides, but you don't have to build that way. You can build a more challenging build of your ship in order to make the combat a little bit more interesting.
As you can see, a good fighter pilot is able to earn lots of money by killing pirates and cashing in on a bounty. In order to land, you must first contact the trade station and request permission to land. First, you must select the station. Then you have an open communications channel by pressing K or using the communications button in your cockpit. Once you have opened the channel, you'll be able to ask for permission to land.
Okay, so this goes back to the targeting. I mean, it's already targeted for us, but if it wasn't, you press T, target the trade station. You have to close within 1.5. We're already within 1 unit. So I'm just going to hit K for radio.
Here's the trade station. How can I
And
be of
she's talking
assistance?
to me, and you can see in the upper right, we've got some options. I'm going to hit 1 for request
Follow the approach
landing.
markers and enter the hangar lock.
And you always get these
Try not to
green
collide with
approach
anything.
lights, which kind of help you align yourself. But really, it's just aim
you're
for the
familiar
red
with the
door
basics now. I'm
and
sure
fly
we'll meet
in.
again soon.
And there you go, we're docked. So some other things I want to try and cover here are these flashing icons up here, right? Aram's gonna help us with this through the tutorial, but this is your logbook. And this is where you go to access your current mission, story mission, any assignments that you've taken in the assignment or in the terminal board. You can access, any email or communications you've gotten, see current events in the universe, check your status as far as Darkstar's level, discovered artifacts, system, your stats basically. This shows your reputation throughout the galaxy with various groups, pirates, killers, smugglers, bounty hunting, mercenaries, etc. That's going to show your weapon loadout, so you can switch and change on the fly depending on what you have in your inventory. He'll get into these things in a little bit in the tutorial, so I'm not going to cover them right now. This is basically just your star map, and we'll cover that in the tutorial as well. So I just didn't want them flashing up there. So let's go to the terminal and take our next training assignment, which is training part 2. We will take that mission and we will head on out. Do mission number 2.
Understood. Terran freighter over. Hello, Kayron. It's me, Aram. Just head towards those 3 ships and blast them to smithereens. Don't let them get you, though. As well as the reward for your assignment, you'll receive a bounty from the government for each pirate that you have shot down. During battle, it can be helpful to target your opponent quickly. Pressing the R key will target the opponent closest to you.
Okay, so basically he's just reiterating the targeting controls that we were shown before. Again, E to cycle through all targets one at a time, R to get the closest enemy, T to bring up the target list, Y to assist the target you have targeted, K to talk to the target you have targeted, and F1 for help.
Make sure to keep an eye on your hull integrity display at the top right of the screen. Good luck out there. You can send the taxis.
Alright. So
We can get started.
I think he's my closest enemy. I pressed R to do closest enemy, but they haven't become hostile yet. I think this guy. There we go. That's who I want. I can press W to kind of increase and get to him faster.
I am telling you, let's get out of here. There is nothing to steal here, and sooner or later they'll send some bounty hunters for us.
Oh, come on. We could at least try to snatch some containers before we disappear through hyperspace. We might be able to buy ourselves into a gang with them. I'm tired of struggling on alone. Oh, damn, I told you. Here comes the first self-proclaimed hero who wants to earn a bounty.
Alright. So I am a self-proclaimed hero who's gonna wipe the universe with your butt.
You're as good as dead.
a little harder than it needed to be. A little more difficult in this early tutorial with just one laser. That does almost no damage. There we go. Alright.
Okay, that was great. Your reward is being transferred as we speak. There are more assignments waiting for you at the terminal in the trade station.
I don't have time for this. I protest.
Alright, so let's
One more
target
piece
the
of
trade
advice, my boy.
station.
The fights aren't always going to be this easy. You must learn how to apply your
Again,
afterburner,
hit X to
reverse
kind of
thrust,
realign
and
yourself to the
strafe
X-axis of
efficiently.
the universe.
I have sent you a mail regarding these subjects. Be sure to check your logbook frequently.
Thanks for the info, RM.
Damn, Kayron. Even more pirates are approaching.
Look at these
Kill
pirates.
these bandits before they kill you.
Okay, I targeted the closest one. Wait for my targeting reticle. There we go.
You are easy prey.
He's down. Okay, we've got one left. Alright, there we go.
Wow, that was close. Return to the station. As soon as you land on the trade station, your ship will be repaired free of charge.
Alright, we're within 1.5 clicks of the base.
Here's the trade
So
station.
we're at the trade
How can I
station,
be of
so we can
assistance?
talk to
Landing
them for
permission was
landing.
granted.
So again, you just need to, I mean, the guide lights are there, but I mean, really, just aim for the door and fly into it. It's that simple.
Please note that on the station, the possession or the consumption of alcohol is a punishable offense.
Okay, so our logbook's flashing again. Just kind of reiterating what was going on here. So we can go back to the terminal. We'll take our last training mission. Go ahead and kick that out.
Hey, Kayron. This is your first assignment with the new ship. Congratulations. Active assignments will always be entered into your logbook. If you forget anything, you can refresh your memory there. I've placed a container you need to handle behind the station. I will lead the way. Follow me. You should open your target list now. Select the container in order to... Okay. Approach the cargo to a distance of 0.0 units. Make sure you keep a line of sight to the
So
container.
I believe that
Those
audio
things are
is
fragile.
wrong. I mean,
Very good. You may launch a cargo drone now
that's
with the
pretty
button on
dang
the right
close,
side of your
0.0.
cockpit.
You can do it at
These drones will
0.1, I
transport
think even at
containers for you.
0.2 or
Containers come in
0.3,
different
but
sizes. Increasing the capacity of your cargo computer will enable you to use additional drones
because it takes
and
you some
handle
time to
larger
slow down, I
containers.
recommend you don't try to get super
The drone is
close.
on its way to the container, and you don't have to pay any more attention to it. As soon as it has docked the container, it will follow you to your ship's guide beam. Therefore, your ship will be significantly more sluggish.
Okay, so the key
The cargo
thing
is
that
destined for another system. You will have to carry out your first hyperspace jump. Initiating a hyperspace jump requires a safe distance to any larger objects. I will mark a waypoint for you. Fly to that waypoint with your container.
Okay, so the key thing...
Each hyperspace jump
Okay.
requires a target
I'll
system.
let him finish talking, and then I'll
Open your
explain.
navigational chart with the appropriate button of your cockpit and select the target system before we continue.
Okay, so the key thing he mentioned is when you're carrying cargo, you're significantly more sluggish. You see my turning is not quite as agile as I was before. Alright, so he also
Open the
mentioned
navigational chart with the button
open the
in your
navigational
cockpit
chart
select the
and
Yari
selecting
system.
the Yari system.
Otherwise, we cannot continue.
I know, Aram, just hold on. So I come up here, I hit
This
the
is the
navigation.
navigational chart. All solar systems that are stored in your database are listed here. Hover the cursor over a system in order to display additional information. When you click on a system within range, your hyperjump computer will mark this as your jump destination. Select the Yari system and close the chart.
Okay, so this ring represents my current ability jump range, and that can be changed based on upgrades to your ship. And you can see when you hover over, you get different stats on that system. So you can see, you know, what's banned, what resources it produces, kind of your alignment to it, that kind of thing. And you can see the name, how it says Yari and 1.3 light years. Whereas we're in the Pennock system right now, or Pencos system. So we just select this and hit quit.
Once you've selected your jump destination, a new button will appear to your right in the cockpit. In order to select a system as jump destination, you require a key for its jump gate. During your journey, you will gradually acquire more keys. You must now break away from any objects in space in order to initiate the jump. As soon as you reach an appropriate distance, the button will become active. As soon as you have left the system, I will not be able to contact you. However, we will meet again in the Yari system. I will send you some additional records. These will be stored under useful information in your logbook. If you're ready, click on the button to your right in order to initiate the hyperspace jump. Good luck in the next system.
Okay, so the important thing there is basically you can't, that jump button doesn't become active if you're near any large objects, so you gotta make sure you're not near large objects. I hold my space bar, I come over here, and I hit jump.
Hey, Kayron, this is Aram. I wanted to meet you outside the Pencos system in order to be sure that no one is eavesdropping.
What is this about?
Not here. I'll transmit the key to a new system to your database. Meet me in the Who system as soon as you are done here. I will wait for you there.
Mysterious. Alright, well, we have to drop this at the trade station, so let's go to the trade station. Use my thrust.
Trade station to Darkstar 1. We've been expecting you. Approach the station to 1.5 units and request permission to land. Understood? See you soon. Wait. What is that? Readings on my radar. Damn. Watch out. Someone appears to be after you. Drop the container and fight. Good luck.
Okay, so this is giving you more of your container controls. So again, G will pick up containers, B will drop them. So in this case, we're going to want to drop them so we can fight and be more agile, right? So we're going to hit B. You can always come and pick them up later, after the fight. So we're going to fight. Come on, where's my targeting? There we go.
I will destroy you!
Alright. Done.
That was close. Please deliver the container to the station now. Your task will be completed and we will transfer your reward.
Okay, so this is basically saying pick up containers, G, which we already know. Now this time acceleration thing, V, is interesting. So watch what happens when I hit V. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. So...
Patrol to foreign ship. You'll be scanned for possession of illegal goods.
Yes, I know.
Everything is in order. Thank you for your cooperation.
So if you decide to do trade in this game and you decide to trade in illegal goods, you got to be careful about that. So you could see that
Let's hope we'll get going
I was scanned for illegal cargo. If I happen to have it, they would start shooting at me, or they would demand that I drop the cargo, and you would lose whatever money you spent on that illegal goods, right? So you just got to be careful. There are things that can help you avoid that. Things that will do like auto landing and things like that. So scanner jammers and things like that within the game. So if you decide to go the trade route, you can.
Here's the trade state. Landing permission was granted.
Sorry.
So basically what I was trying to demonstrate with that V key before I slammed into my cargo container is it basically accelerates time in the game, so that if you have to travel a long way or something in a particular system, you can press V to make it go a little bit quicker. We're going to hit our log here. Basically it's telling me we have to go to the Hue system to meet RM. This is saying hey, and you can see S, which means storyline mission. so we can go there. I can't afford
Carrying
anything right
luxury
now, so
items
we're
on
just
this-
gonna go and do the last bit of this tutorial, I think, and then I think that should be the end of the tutorial section. And then it becomes kind of open gameplay. I know it's been a bit linear at the moment. It seems like it is anyway. Like it's telling us what to do and where to go and all this kind of stuff. You will get story missions that, you know, say go here to do this, but they're not time sensitive. So if you decide you want to earn some money and upgrade your ship or fly to different, look for artifacts or whatever it is that you want to do, you can.
Hey, Kayron, there you are. Come over here to the asteroid.
So I'm 9 units away, right? So here's a good example of how I can use V to kind of just accelerate time. And it's not making my ship go faster, it's just actually accelerating in-game time. And when you get near large objects like that research station or dialogues, it will cut out on you.
Your father has developed the Darkstar 1 using ancient artifacts. You are already aware that this is no ordinary ship. It has a unique feature. It is able to transform. I don't mean simply extending it by implementing equipment. No, I mean it will change. It will grow. It will grow stronger and it will become more agile. You will need these organic artifacts in order to transform your ship. I'm telling you all this because such an artifact is hidden inside this asteroid. Fly into the asteroid and search for an organic green item.
Okay, so he wants us to go inside this asteroid and look for a green artifact item. Now, I happen to know from previous playthrough that these asteroids are kind of a pain in the butt to fly through at full speed. So you're going to want to cut your throttle back to probably 50%. When you're flying through these things. Otherwise, you're going to be slamming into walls and everything else.
I am certain that the Darkstar 1 will be a very powerful ship one day.
See that?
Who knows?
I mean,
Maybe she will become the most powerful ship
it just
in the
might be
universe.
that I suck flying
Your
through
father
these
knew
things,
this,
but
and this was probably the reason why he was in danger. He must have sensed it, because he confided in me shortly before his death.
you get close enough to the artifact, your ship will auto-collect it, right?
Well done! You found your first artifact. Now leave the asteroid. Come on, Kay.
I'm
Your father
here.
believed that many of these
Trying to
artifacts
chastise
are
me for
still
flying
hidden
out too
within
slow.
asteroids. He told me that they are scattered all over the universe. No one else will probably be able to make proper use of these artifacts. A fact that should work out to your advantage. You will see a new button on the right side of your cockpit. Every time you can transform your ship, this button will appear. Would you care for a surprise? Then click the button.
Ooh, click the button. Let's go click the button. I'm going to drop my throttle down here so I don't collide with
Click on
something.
the upgrade button, which is located on the right side of your cockpit in order to transform your ship, Kayron.
I will. Jeez.
You'll receive upgrade points for collecting artifacts. With these points, you will be able to enhance your ship in the hull, wings, and propulsion areas. This will change the attributes of the Darkstar 1. Initially, you should probably concentrate on the wings in order to receive an additional weapon slot. I will send you some notes about the Darkstar 1, which your father left behind. You can read that information at your own leisure.
Okay, so there's basically 3 areas to do upgrades on the Darkstar 1. You have hull, wings, and engines, right? And as you click on these things, they'll show you what your benefits of that upgrade are going to be. Like here, wings is going to give us front weapon slots 2, agility 100%, weapon class 2, right? It's going to say turret 0, hull integrity plus 10%. So we're going to go ahead with what he suggests and do an upgrade on the wings.
You can access the upgrade dialog at any time via your logbook. One last important matter I should mention is the plasma thrower. The Darkstar 1 is the only ship to feature this additional weapon. You'll be able to increase the plasma thrower's effectiveness with your artifact upgrade. Take a look at the plasma section in your logbook. You can activate the plasma thrower with the secondary attack key.
Okay, so this is basically showing you your fire controls. So primary weapon, mouse 1, secondary weapon, mouse 3, which is what I have it set to right now, and plasma cannon, mouse 2. So mouse 3 is basically like, secondary weapon would be like missiles, right? Torpedoes, things like that. I'm gonna hit OK.
Before I forget, Robert wanted me to tell you that you should meet him in the Pencos system. He said that he has something important for you. Right. I've shown you everything that I know. Maybe we'll meet again. And remember, only you and I know the secret of Darkstar 1. Nobody else does. I wish you all the best and good luck, Kayron.
Well, there you go. We have a secret. Darkstar 1's upgrade capabilities. Alright, let's hit this because upgrades. So we have 1 point to spend, and there's basically only one we can do here, right? So we're going to pick that, but as you can see, that line unlocked this, right, which is shield boost. And if you put one here, it means I can boost my shields with my plasma weapon instead of, like, do damage, right? There's overloading. There's a number of different things you can put points into. EMP, time shock, plasma shield. So as you get plasma points, you can decide which tree to invest in based on how you want to use that weapon, right? And that's all going to depend on how your, playstyle is, what you've decided to build your Darkstar 1 towards, and these different attributes or different capabilities rather play into the attributes that you're boosting on your Darkstar 1, depending on those areas you're investing your artifact points into. Something key to note here, when we're looking at the upgrades, you don't get enough artifacts to fully upgrade all of these sections of your ship all the way. So that's what makes the gameplay a little bit interesting and gives you some replayability, in that you can change the way you build your Darkstar 1 with each playthrough, and have a slightly different way of playing and fighting and combat and capabilities, right? Let's see, I think I can show that here. No, here. So you can see that it says 1 of 100 artifacts discovered, 2 needed for level 2, right? So there's only 100 artifacts. Well, 100 artifacts are not going to give you enough artifacts to upgrade all 3 sections of the ship fully. So just keep that in mind as you start to decide what you're investing your artifact points into. Alright, so our last thing was we have to go meet Robert in the Pencos system, right? So we're going to go do that. Gonna go select it here on our map. Again, and ask for storyline mission. I don't have to. I could fly into the trade center right now and see what missions are available, do some of those, but I'm gonna try in this first part 1 playthrough of just knocking out some of this early story and tutorial stuff. And then we'll see what we're gonna do after that. Okay, so we had a cutscene of something happening somewhere else in the universe. So that's what that was. So now we know we need to go to the trade station to meet Robert, so we're going to do that. We're going to hit V key to kind of time-lapse this, get there a little bit quicker. Since there is no immediate warp to in-system, again, this is a really old game, and it just wasn't thought of back then. Close within 1.5, and then we can get our
Here's the
landing
trade station.
authorization.
How can I be? Landing permission was granted.
And we will fly in here and meet Robert and see what that's all about. So I don't know, it seemed a little sketch.
Thank you for coming so quickly.
Your message sounded urgent.
I know. I want to tell you something. Something...
Yeah?
There's new information about Simon's... about your father's death.
What?
Simon was an outstanding pilot. Do you think that he would just let the Thule shoot him down?
Of course not.
Well, neither do I. So I started some inquiries. Look, we examined the debris of his ship. And here are the results. Check for yourself.
Sabotage. Someone tampered with the weapons system. Dad never had a chance. Why didn't you tell me about this?
Because it would have distracted you from your training. You would have wrestled with one question day and night. The same question that has occupied me.
Who?
Yes. Who was it that was bribed by the Thule? Who sabotaged Simon's ship? Who has your father on his conscience? I needed a name. And this morning, I got it. His name is Jack Forrester.
Forrester.
In recent years, he was one of our best agents. He disappeared shortly after Simon's death.
Do you know where he is?
Don't know. He's probably no longer in our cluster, but I have our contacts looking for him. As soon as I get word, I'll let you know. I understand you want to find him, Kayron, but be careful. We still need you. Jack is an excellent pilot, but he is unscrupulous. You must have good command of your ship, or you won't stand a chance.
Don't worry about it. I will.
Okay, so a little story dialogue and direction here. Robert informed you that Jack has betrayed your father. Therefore, he is responsible for your father's death. You should pursue Jack as soon as possible. However, Robert has to discover Jack's current location before you can embark on your hunt. Meanwhile, it is your task to fit a new field drive with an improved range to the Darkstar 1 that will enable you to reach distant clusters. Advanced drives are available in every technologically advanced system. If you cannot afford the drive, you can choose from a variety of means to earn money: piracy, assignments, bounty hunting, trading, or smuggling. So we got a new mission objective. It's basically what I just read. So basically we need to upgrade our field drive on our ship, which is this guy right here. So currently we have a 2.5 light year distant field drive equipped. I don't know if we can... Let's see what we got. So there's a 3 light year field drive for $23,399. And we only have 10,905 credits. So we need to get some money. So we're going to have to decide how we're going to play here. I think in this particular playthrough, I'm going to try and play as a good guy. I could, like the message says in the log, you can resort to piracy, you can do assignments, you can do bounty hunting, you can do trading, or you can do smuggling. And that's really, the game is really open from that perspective. You can do anything you want to earn cash. In this case, I think I'm going to be more on the bounty hunting assignment side, and I'm going to try and stay and make reputable living. It's just a little bit easier gameplay throughout the game if you're not constantly being hunted by authorities and that kind of thing. But it makes for an interesting playthrough if you decide to go the piracy or smuggling route, because then you use the pirate bases and smuggler outposts throughout the universe instead of trade stations like this, because you're wanted criminal, right? So it can change your gameplay pretty drastically depending on how you want to play through it. So let's just check the terminal and see what we got out here. So the local cops want you to go take out a criminal. So the wanted criminal lie has been spotted in the Witten system. We are looking for a pilot with battle experience who is interested in a considerable bounty. There's a cargo transport, which I don't like doing the transport because I don't really invest a lot in my transport computer to allow me to take the larger cargo missions. This is an espionage mission. So an espionage mission is a spying mission. You gotta get close to things and then scan them or listen in on conversations. There's sabotage missions for like corporations. So corporations will hire you to kind of go sabotage their competitors or, you know, do some nefarious activities. And then there's like some pirate missions, right? So this is like if you want to do piracy. Container with valuable contents has been stolen from us. Oh, I'm sorry. This is attacking pirates, I guess, is what this is. And this is like a criminal thing. I don't know the difference, honestly. I think this is because it's put out by a corporation, and this is put out by the local system authorities. So this is the most credits, so we're just going to jump this. It's going to require us to go to another system. But before I get that, I better make sure we can get there. So it said Witten system, so let's see if we can figure out where that's at. It's there. And we can't jump to it yet. But we might be able to go here first and then jump to that. So let's try that. So I'm going to go in here and we're going to take this mission. I do want to buy another weapon if I can, actually. So I can buy another laser. Do I have something? Do we have a mission that's local? I want to see if I can maybe get a level 2 laser. That's in the Yari system. That's the Yari system. That's Yari system. So all these are in the Yari system. That's going to Witten as well. Alright, well. I can pick this up and then, so, oh, right, I'm not a high enough level to get multiple missions. Alright, well, we'll go knock this out. I was thinking I could get an extra mission there real quick and get money to get my second laser. I don't want to buy a level 1 laser. I want to wait, and I want to get a level 2 laser. I think I can handle whatever I have to do here with just my 1 laser. It might be a little tough. But I have previous experience in the game and flying and fighting, so I think I'll be okay. Okay, here's some random galactic news that you get. So the Thul are like an aggressive race that are attacking humanity and other civilizations in the universe. Okay, so let's see if we can get to So M is mission, like any mission you take in will be designated with an M, and S is storyline. So we can get to that system now. So we're just gonna go. We gotta wait for our jump drive to recharge here. You can see the bar filling up over here on the right. So when that gets full green, we can jump again. So right now my plasma weapon is a plasma shield, right? And you can see that blue bar drained all the way down. Why can I not? Why can't I make a jump? What's going on here? I mean, it's 2.1 light years. I should be able to make this jump. Oh, is there like enemies near me or something?
Settle up.
Great, I had no idea I was going to attack my pirates, but that can happen. I gotta try and take these guys out quick. Hopefully the local authorities come to help me out because I see other lasers blasting at me, so
Your destruction is inevitable.
no, it's not. Shut up. Yours is.
That was my shield!
Oh, here's a different kind of weapon. That's a new alien race we haven't run into yet. We've only been fighting humans. Alright, so that's why I couldn't jump. But we did okay. We didn't take any damage. Our hull is still at 100%. Shields are good. So let's jump to our target system. Earned some bounties there, which was cool. More galactic news. So when you go to a station, you can go to Galactic News and kind of check those stories out if you want more details on
You
them.
are either brave or stupid.
Alright, here's our mission.
Coming here means begging for trouble. More trouble than you could possibly handle. My shield!
Now I'm going head to head with this guy, and my shields are taking a little bit of a kill, but that's okay. We'll recharge in a second.
Now it's your time to die.
Nope, it's your turn to die. Ooh, I missed him. Oh, I got him. He flew right into me. What an idiot. Okay. So we got one more here.
There he is. He killed the boss. Let's make him regret that.
Alright, let's fight some more pirates.
It's your turn now.
Nope, it's your turn still. To die. There's my reticle, there we go. Lost it in the turn there. Now, if I thought I needed to, I could throw on my plasma shield, but these guys aren't very tough. They're not hurting me that much.
You to hell.
I thought he was going to fly right at me, but he wasn't. Who's next? I've got my full reverse thrusters on, so that's why he's chasing me head on. So there we go, and I have no missions, which means that auto accepted. Look at my money now, 26,000. So let's head over to this trade station and see if we got any good things for sale. Let's realign ourselves to x-axis. Let's hit some, oops. Let's do some time lapse here. Get in close.
Will we start moving anytime soon?
Okay, let's do this.
Here's the trade station. Landing permission was granted.
Attention all cargo ship pilots. Remain in position. The cargo docks are currently overbooked.
Okay. So give me 31,000 if I sell this. So I think what I want to do is I want to buy 31.2. Okay, we're gonna have just enough. I'm gonna buy 2 of these MK2 lasers to upgrade my ship. So I'm gonna go back to my ship. I am going to unequip that, and I am going to sell this. I'm gonna go back to the shop, and I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna purchase that, and I'm gonna purchase that. Okay, and now I'm gonna go back to my ship. Oh, it auto-equipped them both. So now I have dual lasers. Of course, our money's down to nothing, but we can go accept more missions and get back up to where we need to get that field drive back in the Pencott system, right? Alright, so that's been about an hour. I'm going to do about an hour a night playthrough on this, so we'll leave it here and we'll come back tomorrow getting ready to earn some more money to get that field drive upgrade. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. I appreciate it. And I will see you tomorrow in the next part 2 of the Darkstar 1 playthrough.